Yo, what is up everybody? It's your boy Mini Trades here with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over how I made $30,000 trading RDBX, REV, AERC, and SOUN. A couple more winners, but those were the main ones. So getting right into it, RDBX, we had our support lines right into open, right? So everything was drawn out. These are lines from drawn from before. So if I do look at the bigger time frame, that okay, you know, from around 2 days ago, the same support worked. The same support worked yesterday, and it should work today. So since we have that strong area charted out already, so right into open we saw that dip. I grabbed this dip and actually scalped a little bit into open right there. I started accumulating over here around $10.95, $11 area, because I did think that this was actually going to squeeze up and get new highs. So I started accumulating, but at the same time we were trading AERC actually right here. So there was a couple things going on at the same time. Looking over here, we do see that okay, this came down to that same trend line and lower wick. So now we have this from pre-market where it worked perfectly. We have it from market open where it worked perfectly. So it's gonna work perfectly right here. Slapped the dip, had around 25,000 shares, started scaling out around here and then around here. This was for only premium. This first play started adding at 1090. Went down to 1060 to add, and then it went to 1140-ish area. And then later on in the day, obviously we saw what happened over here, which let me show you how I personally played this. I was out at the time, and I personally played this on my phone. So I did see that this was kind of coming together. This was just like something I've seen so many times happen on so many plays, RDBX for example, but so many other plays as well. So I just saw it was kind of setting up. This 10 EMA was ready. It was super tight. It was ready to pop, and I started adding around here. I added 20,000 shares on this candle. It didn't really move, but the next candle made an insane pop. I wasn't on my phone. I got off for a second, and right when I opened my phone, I was actually right here. So I scaled out. I think I sold everything right here, and then I added around 15K over here on the retest of this line, right? So this was resistance. Now it's going to become support, and we also got the 10 EMA there, right? So worked out perfectly. Added 15K, wrote it out for a bit, and yeah, it worked out just you know, exactly how I wanted it to. The other play, AERC, which I alerted for everyone right around here, 939. We started accumulating at AERC around $19. I saw this pop at 1950. I saw it. I liked it. I didn't sell any on this pop. I actually was in pretty big right here, and at this point when I saw this, it was at least for a cool 30 seconds to where I was down around 20 grand, and you know, I started buying the dip. I liked it. I still thought there was a lot of room to go, just because there was a lot of volume right into open. You know, that's unusual for AERC. We don't see that very often, so I really liked that. And then I saw, okay, you know, it's trying to reclaim VWAP, so we got the candle close over VWAP, alerted it here, had pretty big size, and waited for the new high of day to sell. You know, it didn't sell a single share here, and sold after we got new highs, and we eventually went to 20.95, so that worked out perfectly. I do think that we are going to see a bigger run here into next week. I like this consolidation. I would like it to come down to maybe 1430 area. I mean, that's a bit stretch, but maybe let's see if we can find a solid area together. Either the 15, I'd say 1530, 15 area. I would like to see that happen. If not, maybe 1604 or 16 something, like 1580, 16 area. That would at least be somewhere that I like. Now looking at SOUN, had a very nice run today. You could have played this on the high day breakout, right? Once it broke this, easy scalps. But I did miss this run. I was not trading at the time, but we traded it right over here, buying it at 4.2, getting a run to 4.4. I did at the time a lot of REV was running at the same time, and I thought, okay, maybe, you know, or there was another play running at the same time. I was like, okay, since that's ripping, it was REV I do believe, and I was like, okay, this can get some momentum too, because there's a lot of traders on deck, you know, trading right now, looking for more plays. So SOUN started getting some momentum, couldn't really hold over VWAP, We did have another dip down to 415 to 440, so that was a nice little scout play. Not really a long play, but I mean it still worked out. But the biggest play for today was REV. I personally only got a small chunk of it. Still ended up green $31,000 without this major win. But if I did have this, it would probably be in the six figures if I actually went long on this. And but anyway, looking at, you see how right into open, right, we had a little dump, and that's got the sellers out there. So now when we are charting this out, we see that, okay, there's a lot of support at this area, and you know, it's above the pre-market resistance, so that's a good sign. It's lower wicking, it's holding the 50 EMA on the 5-minute, it's coming into a wedge, it's trading tight, volume is there, everyone's watching it. And right after this trend breaks out, it just completely rockets. So you can play the 3.7 breakout, which is resistance here, or you could play 3.5, or you could play 375, or if you didn't catch anything, then you could play the 4 break in order to catch the break to 472, which was still a great run. Now into after hours, the same line respected it and bounced straight from there and breaking 4 into after hours. So that is for today, some runs that we saw. We did have a SPY banger in premium for about 100%. No, sorry, that was Apple 100% winner and for options. And yeah, hope everyone enjoys this video, learn something from it, and enjoy the long weekend, and I'll catch you all next week. Peace.